My name is Nicola Walker. Most people just call me Nick, and I'm an electrician. I work for Kia Services. I started when it was Sheffield Council, but then they've been taken over by Kia Services. My typical day at the moment is going around houses, testing electrical circuits, putting things right, what you're wrong, either condemning it or putting it through. Originally, I was a photographer. Studied and trained at Nottingham University. Did photography for 15 years, and then went travelling and decided I wanted to move abroad. And thought I'd be able to get in with having a degree, but it's not always the case. Discovered that they wanted medical staff or they wanted tradespeople, so that's why I trained initially to be an electrician. I went through a programme with JTL, called the Shockwaves programme at the time, and that was trying to get women 25 plus years of age into non-traditional jobs. And it was JTL who put me through my training, and it was Loxley College who gave me the qualifications. I didn't initially, to tell you the truth. I wanted to do joinery, so I like playing with art and art mediums, and I thought wood be quite a good one. And also I wanted to move to New Zealand, and most of the houses are made of wood, and I thought that would have been a good idea. But the advertisement what I saw in the Sheffield Star originally was for either gas fitting or electrical, so I chose to go down the electrical path. I enjoy some of the jobs. I mean, I've worked in different jobs with Sheffield Council. I've worked from doing outside lighting in pyro and armoured cable in winter and snow, and doing conduit and doing odd jobs in schools. So house bashing basically, and it can be very varied. I'm a bit bored doing what I'm doing at the moment because I did this like 9 years ago. So I've done like the full circle basically, and then gone back to doing what I did before. And when I think, well, why me? Well, it's just because, well, you've done it before, so really you can do it. So it didn't always work out good that you've done something what you don't like doing, really. It's been a challenge. Let's put it that way. At first, yeah, I mean there were six of us who sat in the class up at Loxley College. On the course, just six of us in an old class, and eventually there were four taken on with council and two taken on with another company. But I went for two different interviews before, and they didn't take us on. And apparently it's because they don't want to take women on when they've got to get all the guys to shack up together and working on different sites, and so apparently that's why I didn't get them two jobs. Well, sometimes it can be nice. Sometimes it can be a bit undermining and asking if you know what you're doing, and you think, I've been here for 12 years now. I'm a bit sick of this. You know what I mean? 12 years, and you're still asking me, And I've had it when I had an apprentice, and they always ask me apprentice things, and they've no idea. And they go, I don't know, ask Nick. And they're like, and they feel a bit, and it's not usually women, it's usually guys who are about 50. It's not younger guys, and it's not you really old, it's usually them about 40, 50. I just laugh it off. Sometimes I can be a bit sarcastic and just, I've just done a 3-hour course, I'll do my best, I'll see what I can do, because I get a bit facetious back sometimes. But I mean, I've been to one today, and that was lovely. That was Grenoside the house, and as soon as she answered the door, she was, Nicola, and I goes, yeah. She goes, I thought it was a code word. They actually said, Nicola will be coming out to see you. And she said, I thought, well, that's a funny name for a fella. She goes, I don't expect her to say a code word before you came in. I go, no, I'm Nick, I'm Nicola. So that was quite nice, actually. She was great. I think it's the completion when it all actually works and comes together. We've been on, say, doing a job for a week, and it can be especially doing door entry systems, and it can be quite technical, and you're having to read the diagrams all the time, wiring, and then eventually it all actually comes into place and all works. It's quite satisfying sometimes like that. I do like to see things end result after, yeah, great. I think it's a great move, absolutely brilliant move. I think like a lot of young lads don't want to get their hands dirty, a lot of women don't want to get their hands dirty, and I think they think electrician's going to be the cleanest job out of the trades, and actually it can be damn well hard work and mucky and scruffy, and you can't have any hang-ups about little beasties and things like that. You know, you're in lofts, you're under floors, you can work in some really disgusting places. So take a pinch of salt and don't get too drastic about it being an easy job. It's not an easy, but it is quite rewarding. And yeah, I'm not saying any trade's better than another, but for me, I like to keep the brain ticking over. There's lots of different things to learn. It's not just the hours passion out there. Originally I wanted to be a midwife, but I got told I had to go to university, and there was 6 years of training, and I just thought I weren't clever enough when I went to school. I left school with some qualifications, but I was a bit of a rebel at school, so I got all my qualifications, so I was left school basically. So yeah, it